So first of all, what we have to do, please create one new project with the help of this icon, right? Please do with
Yes, sir.
me so that you can do all these things. In last class, I have discussed about which programming language we are using on .NET framework, how many types of programming language we can use on .NET framework, right? Basically, we are using C# as a programming language, right? As you can see
Yes, sir.
here, there is 3 drop downs. One is programming language, you have to select any of them. Second one is type of platform, type of target platform on which you want to create your application. I am using Windows operating system, that's why I have selected Windows, right? C# is the programming language. We are going to learn C# as a programming language, that's why I have selected C#. And here is the types of application. As I have told you earlier, you can create different types of application like console, Windows, and web application. But here I have selected console application. Done. And here you have to select console application .NET framework. Don't try to select above one. This one is a .NET Core. No need to select this one. You have to select the below one, which is console application .NET framework, right? Click on it and click on next. After clicking the next, you have several options: project name, location, solution name, framework. Now, what is project name? Name which you want to keep for your project name. Just for understanding, I am making some project for company XYG. Okay, what I will give the name? XYG web project. With the help of name, anybody can understand the types of project. This is the web project, and the domain is XYZ, and the name of company is XYZ, right? This one is the location where you want to store your application. In my case, this is the default directory where I am going to store the application, right? And the name of solution. In this class, I am going to discuss about what is solution. And here you can see that the name of project and the name of solution is same, right? And the third one option is framework. There are several framework available: 2, 3, 3.5, 4. You have to select latest. It means if you are going to select the latest, you will get extra benefits or extra features of .NET framework. That's why always try to select latest one. Here I am going to select 4.7.2, right? Anybody have any questions related to the project creation? Feel free to ask. Anyone? Shiva?
No, sir.
Aswita?
No, sir, you can continue.
Sanjana?
Yes, sir. You can continue.
Shilpa? Shilpa?
Yes, sir, you can continue, sir.
Survey?
No, sir, you can continue, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
After that, you have to click on the create button. My main motive is to teach you in a very layman language so that you can understand each and everything. What is solution, what is product, what is solution, what is project, what is location, everything you should have. It will take time. If your machine is new and if you are having the good configuration, it will create very soon. If your machine is old and you don't have good configuration, it will take time. In my case, I have i5 processor. It is taking time. So now try to understand. This project is similar to the last class project, right? Here I am going to remove some code which I did in the previous class. I removed these codes to make this code very simple. So you have seen two things. One is project name and another is solution name. Here you can see the name of solution, right? XYZ web project. Are you getting my point? There is one solution and the name of project is
Yes,
similar
sir.
to the solution. And the second one is project, name of project, right? What is meaning of solution? What is meaning of project? In you can have multiple project in a single solution. Here there is one solution XYZ web project and we have one project XYZ web project. If I want to add another more project, simply I have to right click on the name of solution. You will get one option add, you will get one option new project, and with the help of new project you can add your project. So and you can give the name like second project. Here you are seeing that the name of solution is not available. Why? This project will be available inside the same solution because you are going to create this project under the same solution. So no need to worry about it. What I want to show you, I want to show you that one solution can have multiple projects. There are two projects which are inside single solution. Got my point?
Yes, sir. But won't it disturb the execution, sir?
Okay, I will tell you. In this class,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you can decide here. Here you can see there are two projects, right? One is bolded, and second one is not bolded, right?
Yes, sir.
If you want to make this project as a startup project, what you have to do, simply you have to click on that project, click on right click, you will get one option set as startup project. Now you can see that the second project is startup project and the XYZ web project is secondary project. It means by default this project will be executed, right?
Yes, sir.
Basically, my main motive is to show you the difference between the project and solution. One solution can have multiple projects, right? The name of solution or name of project may be same or may not be same. It depends on you. If you want to create, for the example, I want to create another project. What I did, I'm going to open Visual Studio. If you will not set the name of project by default, sorry, if you will not set name of solution by default, the name of solution will be the name of project. Here you can see. Right here, I am going to create new project. I clicked on next. Here you can see again there are two options: project name, solution name. If you want to give the different solution name, you can give. If you want, if you will not give the name of solution, by default your project name and solution name will be same. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
If you
Yes,
will
sir.
change the name, it's okay. If you will not change the name of solution, by default name of solution will be the name of project. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So meanwhile, I am going to delete second project from here. If you want to delete the project, what you have to do? Simply you have to select the project, click right click and remove option. There is one option, remove. Click on it. For the confirmation, it will ask, click on OK. Now, I am having only one project, XYZ web project. I named it wrong. It is not the web project. It is console project, right? You can rename the project as well. How to rename? Right click on the project, go to rename option and you can rename the project, right? In this case, the name of solution, the name of project is different. Done.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone have questions so far regarding project creation, solution, and project? Anyone have question? Feel free to
Understood,
ask.
sir.
Shiva, do you have any question?
No, sir.
It's good. Survi,
No, sir.
okay, good. Now, first of all, I am going to recap the previous concept, typecasting. Okay. Typecasting. What is typecasting? In the last class, I did typecasting, but
Converting one form of data into another.
another form, right? The concept of typecasting is that to convert a data from one form to another form. What is the meaning?
Another data type.
Yeah, another data type, right? Suppose I am going to create one string and I given the number, right? What I did, I assigned 30. Now I will ask you, let me select the random man. Shilpa, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Now, what I did, you have to give answer. What I did, I created number as a variable. Which type of variable?
It's a string.
String. What I did, I assigned string or integer.
We have assigned a string, sir. 30.
String, right?
First of yeah.
If what is difference between this 30 and this 30?
The first one is a number, sir. The second one it takes as a character.
String, right?
Yes, sir.
So what I did, I created one number type string and I assigned 30. For example, again I am going to create one string, second number, and what I did, I assigned 40, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, Rachana,
Yes, sir.
what is data type of second number?
Again, string, sir.
String, right? Now, I want to do one thing more. I want to add two strings. How we can do? For the example, I created result and I did number plus second number. What would be the result? What would be the result?
Concatenation, 30 and 40 in the same line.
Right? Shanjana? Shanjana,
Yes, sir.
what would be the result? What I did so far, I created two variables, type of string, and I added both. What would be the result?
Concatenation of number plus second number, sir.
What would be the result? I'm asking you result.
30 plus 40.
30 plus 40. Let me check the result. Please try to make the session interactive, not robotic. If you will give the answer, then I will put more energy. This is the way to print anything on the console, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's check the result. No. Listen, after doing this, first step is to build. You have learned C. In the C, what you did after writing the code, you compile your code, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you want to compile the code on the Visual Studio, what you have to do? Simply you have to click on project, right click,
And you build.
you will find one option, build. Click on it. After build, if your build is successfully, if there is no any bug in your project, then you can run your application. Otherwise, you will get error. Getting my
Sir,
point?
what will happen if,
What?
hello, sir?
What?
What will happen, sir? if I select directly to start the compile, what will happen, sir? Without build.
Wait. I will discuss. Now here you can see that build is succeeded. No any error, right? For the example, let me put one error. What I did, I removed statement terminator. Now I am trying to build. Now here you can see build held. That means your program has bug. Succeed 0, failed 1. And here you can see one red spaghetti line. What is the line? It is showing you that please put one statement terminator. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now the second question is that what will happen if we will not build and run? We want to run this application directly. That means if anybody write the code and directly click on the start, what will happen? If you will do
Sir,
so,
it builds on its own, sir.
yes, it will build automatically, then it will start your project. There is no difference between first build and start and direct click on start. There is no difference between both two. Getting my point? Who asked this question?
Myself, sir.
This is the difference. If you will right click on the start, it will first it will build your project, then it will start your project. Got it? Now here you can see result is 30-40. We didn't get the result 70. Why? Both are type of string. That's why in the last class I have told you that plus is used in two different forms. If you will use the plus between two number, it will add. If you will use the plus between two string, it will concat. Right? But my motive is that to get the addition of 30 and 40 as a number, but we have a string. Now, first what I have to do? I will have to do type casting. What is type casting? To convert one form to another form, right? What I want to do? I want to convert string to integer, right? Now, just example, I created one integer variable a, and what I will do, int dot parse. Int dot parse is a method. If you will open this bracket, you will see it takes string. If you will use the int dot parse, it will take string. And what it will return? It will return integer. What I did? So try to understand the point first. What I did, 30 was string. If you want to add 30 and 40, it will simply, what it will do, it will concat both string. But my motive is to do arithmetic operation like addition of two number. If you want to do addition of two number, what you will have to do? First of all, you have to convert string to integer. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
In order to convert
sir.
string to integer, there is one function int dot parse. Parse is the function, int is the class. It is not class, it is structure. I will discuss everything. Meanwhile, you have to remember there is one function int dot parse. What this function is going to do? It will convert your string to integer. Right? Let me
Yes,
ask
sir.
one by one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Survey,
Yes, sir.
what is the meaning of int dot parse? Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Why I did int dot parse?
It converts string into integer.
Yes. Why I did so? Because number was type of string, and I have to convert that string to integer. That's why I used int dot parse. Got it? Now, can anybody tell me what would be the result now?
70, sir.
Sanjana, what would be the result?
70.
Confirm? Tell me yes or no, confirm. Sanjana, tell me yes or no. Okay. Shiva.
Yes, sir.
Shiva,
Hello, sir.
what would be the result, Shiva?
70, sir.
Why it would be 70? Can you explain the code?
It's
Explain
first of
what?
all, first we gave the string values, and another then we create and we gave the data typecasting, sir. So we had typecasting means it will convert to one form to another form, sir. It will now it will be added. Sir.
Okay. Let me pick another one. Sanjana. Sanjana. Shilpa,
Yes, sir.
what is the meaning of this line? Int
Int
dot parse.
parse, it converts the string type, character string type into integer type.
Right. So let's check the result. What is the result?
70, sir.
70. This is called typecasting. Now, one thing more, I would like to show you that I want to convert number to string, right? I have declared one variable a, not a is already declared, and what is this? This one is number, this one is integer. If you want to convert one is string value number, if you want to convert integer to string, what you will do? First of all, you have to set the variable which you want to convert dot that one function to string. What will happen? If you will do so, there is one error here. Okay, number already exists. Let me rename it. To string converts your integer type to string type. Okay. Int dot parse convert string type to integer type, and to string converts number type to integer type. Sorry, number type. Int dot string convert number type to string type. Okay. Should we?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? This is the
Yes, sir.
typecasting. We will learn many typecasting entire tutorial. This one is the basic thing. With the help of this example, I think you got my point. What is typecasting? Right? So there are some.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes. Who is this?
Sorry, sir. I got disconnected due to network issue. Sanjana, sir.
Okay, okay. Sanjana, did you get all these points?
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir.
So one thing, if you want to convert string to integer, what you will do? Which function you will use?
Int dot parse.
Right, Sanjana? I think Sanjana is facing problem.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes,
Hello, sir.
yes, yes,
Hello.
yes, yes. I can hear you. So now it's time to discuss some feature of C# programming language, right? There are some definition I am going to give you with the help of book. Most of the book is saying that the advantage of C# is to you can easily learn this programming language, right? Why you can easily learn this programming language? Most of you have read C. Am I right? Tell me yes or no. Have you
Yes,
read
sir.
C?
Yes, sir.
The syntax of C# is very similar to C or C++. Okay. Second thing is platform independent. What is the meaning of platform independent? Can anybody explain it? Anyone can understand what is meaning of platform independent? You have read many places in Java, .NET,
We can
Python.
execute it anywhere, sir. Like any platform.
What?
We can execute it in any platform, so like any compiler.
No, not any compiler. Just for example, you created your application with the help of .NET. If you will try to compile this code with the help of Turbo CC or Turbo C++, it will compile. Not.
Whereas C and C++ it does, sir. Like we can use any like platform.
Try to understand the main point. I know most of the freshers are not aware with this concept. I'm going to explain it. Just for example, I created this application with the help of .NET, right? Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And what I
Yes,
did,
sir.
I compiled the code on my machine. That means I built the code on my machine, right?
Yes, sir.
If
Yes, sir.
I want to execute the code on different machine, I can do so. With the help of example, I'm going to show you so that in future you will give the correct answer. Like this one is my project, right? No need to worry
Yes, sir.
about it. This is only for demo. What I will do, I will give this project to any person, like to any who is using the Windows platform, right? And whenever he will run this application, he will get or she will get the result. Getting my point? For the example, if I will share this exe on with you on chat, let me check reach. No, I am not able to send you. But if you want to run this application, you can simply run this application on any platform, but platform should be Windows, right? But in the case of C or C++, what will happen? If you will compile your code and if you will try to run on the different machine after compilation, it will not run. Getting my point? Getting my point? What I am telling you? If I will
Yes, sir.
if I will talk about the C and C++, if for the example, this code is of C language, right? If I will compile the code on my machine, if I will give this code to you or on different system, it will not run because you have created or you have compiled the application on different system. That's why you are not able to run this code on different machine. But in the case of .NET, you can run your code after compilation. You can run your application anywhere. Anyone have question regarding the platform independent? Anyone have
No,
question?
sir.
Let me ask one by one. My main motive is to make everything very clear. Aswita,
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
understood? Gaurang Parmar,
Yes, sir.
are you getting my point? What is platform independent?
So I'm connecting right now.
Okay.
Just a second.
Rachana,
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Shilpa,
Yes, sir. But sir, you said that it runs in any systems. In that case, if the other person doesn't have this Visual Studio, it runs, sir.
yes, it will run, but person should have .NET framework. Let me show you one thing. For the example, if you want to run the .NET Framework application, simply you can install the .NET Framework. This is the small application. This is, I think, 3 to 4 MB application. Let's check. You can install the .NET Framework from here and you can run this application. Right?
Okay, sir.
Now, one thing more, I am going to make it very clear. What is .NET Framework and what is Visual Studio? Visual Studio is IDE. If you want to write your code using the C# programming language, you should have one editor. Here, Visual Studio is editor. Whenever you are installing the Visual Studio, by default .NET Framework has been installed on your computer. Are you getting my point? Whenever you are installing the Visual Studio, by default .NET Framework has been installed on your computer. That's why you are able to run the .NET applications.
Okay.
Here in my case, I have installed Visual Studio, right? Right? By default, .NET Framework is already installed. Here you can see, right? All are able to see my PC?
Yes, sir.
Whenever you have installed your Visual Studio, by default, .NET Framework will be installed on your PC. You can check, go to Control Panel, Programs and Features. Here you will see the .NET Framework exe has been installed, right? Anyone having any question regarding installation, .NET Framework and portability, easy to learn regarding these things?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Right? No. Let's understand some naming convention. You are new. Who is playing song? I'm not interested to listen your song. Who is playing? Gaurang,
Yes, sir.
please mute, man. You are listening song. So, try to understand the naming convention. Whenever you will declare the variable, the first letter should be start from the small, and after this you have to make your letter in capital, like second number. Second you have to write in small, and number would be in start from the capital letter. Likewise, if you want to store the first name, what you will write? First would be small, and the name will start from the capital letter, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have to follow this naming convention from now. You are fresher, you can learn and you can implement easily. So, what I have discussed, two important feature of .NET Framework, or should I say C# programming language. If anyone asks you .NET is, what is .NET and what is C#? Can anyone explain
Yes, sir.
what is .NET?
.NET is a framework, sir, and C# is a programming language. Sir.
Yes. Ashwita?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting the differences between the .NET Framework and C#?
C# I got, sir. What is meant by framework?
Actually, again, I'm going to repeat. Try to keep in your mind. .NET is a framework which allows us to create different types of application with the help of different programming language. Like, for the understanding, let me do one thing more. I opened my pen. Let me make one picture here. Just suppose this one is .NET framework. What is this? This one is .NET framework, right? Entire is .NET framework. .NET framework has many features, inbuilt classes, methods, many things .NET framework has. And on the .NET framework, you have authority to use different types of programming language like C, C++, F#. I have shown you when I was creating the project. There was one option to select the language. On the drop down, there was C#, C++, F#. These are the languages. It means .NET framework is the platform. On this platform, you can use these types of language to create your applications. It could be your Windows application, web application, and the console application. Right? Anyone is having any confusion?
No,
Can
sir.
you repeat it again, sir?
What?
Can you repeat it again, sir? Once?
Yeah. .NET framework is a platform. Like this is a platform. What is this? This one is .NET framework, right? And on this framework, with the help of this platform, you can create different types of application. It could be your web application, it could be your Windows application, it could be your console application. But problem is this: how you will create these application? Which language you are going to use? You have options to use different types of programming language like C#, F#, C++. These are the language. Everything, like you can use any programming language to create this type of application, but all the application will be built on .NET framework. .NET framework is a platform. On this platform, you are going to use these types of programming language to create these types of applications, right? Anyone having any question?
No, sir.
Each and every concept should be very clear, and whenever you will face an interview, you have to give crystal clear interview. Never try to say .NET is a programming language. If you will say .NET is a programming language, interrogator will terminate you within 1 second. .NET is not a programming language. .NET is a platform. C#, F#, C++, these are the programming language. These are the programming language we can use to create these types of applications on the .NET framework. I will show you all the inbuilt classes, these things in later class. But one thing more I am asking to Shilpa, which programming language we are using now?
C#, sir.
Right. We are using C#. We are not using F#. These things we are not using. We are using C#. These are the syntax of C# programming language. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So now we are going to learn a new thing which is called array. I think most of you know what is array. What is array? Shilpa, what is array? I think you have learned in C or C++.
It's collection of
Yes, sir.
same data types, sir.
Empty data, right? But now I am going to show you how to use array. You are right, is a collection of same data type, or you can say the connection of homogeneous element. That means all the elements should be similar type, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So where to use array. Just for example, I want to store the mobile number of 5 students. There is one approach that I will create A1, A2, A3, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, and what I will do, I will assign value like A1 equal to this one, A2 equal to this one, A3 equal to this one, A4 equal to this one, A5 equal to this one. Is this the right way to create the variable and store the value of same type? What I have done so far? My agenda is to store the value of 5 students. What would be the value? Value would be the mobile number. What I did, I created 5 variables and I used these 5 variables to store the value. If you will do so, no one can stop you. But this will create the problem. What it will create the problem? You have created 5 variables. It means I have told you earlier, whenever you define the variable, it use your memory. Like you define 5 variable, the 5 block will be created on your memory, and it would be difficult to you to handle these 5 variables, to remember the name, right? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
It would be difficult to remember the name. It would be difficult to maintain these variables. If you have same type, what I will do, I will create array. As per the definition, array is collection of homogeneous data type, or you can say array is collection of same data type. For the example, I am going to store the ID of 10 students. ID of 10 students. What I will do, I will create array of integer type. This is the symbol of array, right? For what I will give the name ID. I have to store more than one value. That's why I given the name ID. New integer. How many data you are going to store? 10. You have to initialize the value 10. This is the syntax to create the array. What is the syntax? First of all, you have to define the data type, which type of data you want to store. Then you have to give the bracket. Then you have to give the name of variable. Then you have to use the new keyword and int, which type of data you are going to store, and the length, how many data you want to store. This is the syntax to create the variable in C#. Anyone having question or problem here?
No, sir.
Anyone ask?
No doubt, sir.
Survey, any doubt? Survey, any doubt? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, it's good. So far, so good. So what I did, I created one array of integer type, and we are going to store the total length 10. That means we can store value up to 10. We can't store record 11, right? Only we can store the value up to 10 person or up to 10 students. Now, second thing, let me make one drawing so that I know you have read these things in your C, but what you did, you created one array. Like, which type of array is this? Integer. It will check what is the length of array. What you define the length of array? It is 10, right?
Yes, sir. 10.
10. All are getting this point? Anantaraj, Pai.
Yes, sir.
Sanjana,
Yes, sir.
are you getting what I did? I defined one array of length 10. This
Yeah,
is
sir.
the
Yeah, sir.
syntax of creating the array in C#. Whenever you define the array, what will happen? It will create one memory block on your memory, on your hard disk. What you did? You created array of 10. What will happen? What will happen? First of all, it will create one large block and it will divide this large block into 10 parts. Right? What will happen behind the scene? It will create one large block and it will divide this large block into 10 parts. And by default, value would be 0. When you create the array of integer type, by default value would be 0. Getting my point? Or are getting
Yes,
my
sir.
point? By default value would be
Yes, sir.
0. So this one is the index 0. Array indexing of array starts from 0. This one is the position of 0. This one is the position of 1. This one is 2. This one is 3. Right? Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So one question I would like to ask from you. I have created array of integer type and I given the length 5. What will happen? How many blocks will be created here? Let me ask
5
one by
blocks.
one. No, not like that. Ashwita,
Yes. 5 blocks, sir. 0 to 4.
0 to 4. Right. What will happen? It will create 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And index will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? For example, this one is array and I have stored the value 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? If I want to access the value 6, how we can access? With the help of this index. What is the index position of 6?
4.
4. We will use the index position to access this result. If I want to access the 4, which index position we will use?
2.
So all are getting this point. These are the main concept. If you are not understanding this concept, you will face the many problems. Anyone having any problem? Shiva,
No, sir.
no problem. So this is the concept of array, right? So what I am going to do first, I will use IDs, name of variable, and I'm going to use the index 0 to store the value. Like I stored 12 IDs. Did you get this point? What I'm doing here, I initialize the value. What I did? What I did? I created array of size 10, right? Size of 10, right? What I did, I initialized 12 at the position of 0, right? And I initialized 15 at the position of index 1. Getting my point? 15. And what I did, I skip to initialize the value remaining, right?
Array list.
Position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever it is. I'm asking one question to Shilpa. What I did,
Yes.
I initialized array only for the two position, for the 0 and 1, as you can see here in the code. If I will try
Yes,
to
sir.
access the position of third, what I will get the value?
Uh, 0, sir.
0. That means by default value is 0.
0.
Why 0? Because you have declared integer. That's why you will access, you will get 0. In the
Yes,
case
sir.
of only integer, not for all. So let me show you a demo. Console dot white line. What I want to access, I want to access the result of position 8. What would be the result? What will
0,
be
sir.
0? Let me check.
0, sir.
What is the result? Are you able to see my screen? Are you able to see my screen? Hello.
Yes, sir.
What is the result?
0, sir.
0. Did you get this concept? If I will access
sir.
the index position of 0, what would be the result? Wait. Let me ask Ashwita, what would be the result? What? So, Anand, what would be the result?
12.
What?
12.
12, right. Let me check. Now, what is the result? 12. Right.
Yes, sir.
So now I'm going to use one more example. I want to, all you have installed the Visual Studio. Let me ask one by one. So, Shurvi, have you installed Visual Studio?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anand,
Yes, sir.
Naga, Veni. Gaurang,
Yes, sir. I have
have
it.
you installed Visual Studio?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Richa, Rachna,
Yes, sir. I've installed, sir.
Shilpa.
Yes, sir. I've installed.
So I am going to give you 5 minutes of time. What you have to do, you have to create array of string type and you have to store the name of students. Okay. And you have to decide the length of string. Like if you want to store the 10, 12, whatever you want to store, you have to define and you have to store the value to string and try to print any one value. Did you get my point? What you have to do?
Yes, sir. We'll try, sir.
Yeah, try and send me that code as well so that I will check if you are having any problem. I will solve your problem. This is a coding completely. If you will do, then you will learn. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Try to complete this thing. Okay, all of you. Say yes or no. At
Yes,
least
sir.
say yeah.
Yes, sir.
Try to complete.
Sir.
I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Try to complete these things so that you can understand what is array, what is it, how to initialize, how to set the length. These things you can understand, right? I'm going to give you 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I will come back. Okay. Anyone completed?
No, sir, didn't understand it, sir.
What?
Didn't understand, sir. Could you explain it once again?
Any of you got my point? At least tell me yes or no. I don't know. I am talking about
No,
with
sir. No, no.
human or robot.
No, sir. Could you explain it once again?
Sure, sure. What I told you. If you want to store the same type of data, then you can create array, right? You can create the array of type of string, integer, float, any type of string, any type of array you can create. What I am doing, I am going to store the name of person. What would be the name of person of type? String, right? What I did, I wrote the data type. Which data type we will be using? String, and I give the string symbol. Okay, then you have to give the name, like student's name, again equal to new, and you have to give the length, like you want to store the name of two students, three students, four students. I did 5. Now you have to store the value with the help of index. An array index will start from 0. On the 0, I'm going to store Shivam, right? On the index 2, what I will write, like on index, sorry, 1, what I will write, like that. All are getting my point?
Yes, sir.
If you want to print the name of Shivam, what you will do? Which index position will you use? Shilpa,
Yes, sir.
which index position should I use to
0.
print the name of Shivam? 0. What
0.
I will do? Name of variable. What is the name of variable? Student's
The
name,
student name.
and I will pass the index as well. If I will run this application, what I will get the result?
Shivam.
Shivam. Same thing you have to do. Rachana. Rachana.
Yes, sir. Doing so.
Not try to yourself. Again, I am going to give you 5 minutes. Try to do on your PC. I can do anything, but it is important that you are able to do or not. I know I can
Yes, sir.
do, but point is this: you should have capability to do. That's why try to complete on your PC. Take 5 minutes more and try to complete. Okay. I will
Sir,
come back.
what if we write just student name, sir? If you are not mentioning the index position.
Index? Right. What is the index name? This one is the variable, right?
Yeah, student's name.
Yeah.
In while writing in this console line dot write line is there, no, sir?
Okay. Here.
If you're not, if you're not mentioning that, what happens? Sir?
So, let me build this application. This one is the variable. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you use this. It will not give you any error here. Okay. It will not give you any error. What it is this? It printed the name of namespace. So leave this thing. Whenever I will teach you what is the namespace, then I will discuss about it. It will not give you error, but it will print the namespace. Right?
Okay. Sir.
So leave this thing. When I will discuss about the namespace, then I will cover this thing.
Now, if we want to like print all the names like Shivam and Kumar together, how to do it? Sir? Should we write all the like right line student name 0?
No.
Right,
We will use loop. After this, we will learn how to use loop.
Okay.
First, try to create array of any type and store the value and try to print some value on your console. After that, we are going to use loop on which you will understand how to print all the value of array, right?
Yes.
Meanwhile, try to complete these things on your PC. I am going to give you 5 minutes more. Okay.
Sir, if I want to create a single character, how can I use that, sir?
What do you want to create?
If I want a single character like Shivam is there, no, sir?
You want to store only one value like Shivam.
I want a value, sir. How can I get that one, sir?
Try to complete your sentence. What you want to store?
If in Shivam is there, no, sir?
Yes.
I want I value, sir. I want to display only I value. How can I store that?
Only
How
I.
can I display that one?
What? Listen to me. What? Tell me.
If I give Shivam, no, sir. If I give Shivam, no.
Can you write in chat what
Sir,
you want to write so that I can understand? Write in chat.
Sir, okay, sir.
Sir, how to display the whole array in single line?
Whole array in single line. Like you want to display Shivam and Kumar both, right?
Yes, yes.
Simple logic, man.
Without using that, we can't do, right?
No.
No,
Array you can
that's what I
access
wanted.
only with the help of index. Without index, how you can access the array?
If you don't give index, it will give not give error, sir.
It will not give you error. Like if you will use this one,
But output, yeah.
it will
But
not give you
output
error.
will
It will print your name of namespace system.string. System.string. It will print your namespace. Leave it. If you want to access the array, only you can use the index position to access. I have told you earlier, it will not give you any error, but it will print your namespace, not your value.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Understood.
So Shiva, you are telling that here Shivam is not available, right? Shiva,
Yes, sir.
you are telling that, for example, Shivam is there? No. It means you want to say Shivam is not here, right?
Yes, sir.
We want to print the value of index of 0. What will be the result? Right? What do you want to say? There is no any Shivam, there is no any value on the index of 0, but I want to print value of index of 0, right? This is your question. So
Sir, it won't print anything, sir. It just leaves it blank.
why it
If
will
we
leave you?
don't
Why it leave you blank? Because the by default value of integer would be 0, right? And the by default value of string would be null. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
If you are using the integer, what would be the by default value of integer? It would be 0. If you are using the string, what would be the by default value? It would be null. That means blank. That's why it will not print anything. These are the common logic. Only you can understand if you will play with code. There is no shortcut to learn the coding. You should only I can give you the concept, but logic, these things you have to apply from your side. Only I can tell you the concept. What will happen if I will use this one? What will happen if I will use this one? Only I can share with you the approach and code. Logic you have to develop. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Try to please you try to complete at least one question related to array. Please try to complete. Otherwise,
Done, sir.
all. Aswita,
Yes, sir, done, sir.
done. Shilpa, have you done?
Done. Yes, sir.
Can you share your code on my chat?
1 second.
I want to see your coding structure as well. You are a fresher. From the beginning, you have to put best coding practice. Try to give the proper name. Try to follow the naming convention as well. Right? Please all share your code with me. Please all.
So I have done for only one index 0, sir. It's like
No
enter the
problem.
name.
No problem.
I've shared the code.
Okay. What Silpa did, Silpa take value from the console. That means Silpa take the value from the users, and after
That 0, 0, that was, I was just trying to do the second 0, you can cancel it.
that's why I was checking what you did here. Okay.
That was 0, 0, it shows the first letter of whatever I have entered.
Yes, right. First letter of this index.
Yeah, that I was just trying what happens if I do that.
No problem. Yeah, try to play with code. No problem. Can write. Good. And remaining are just I got message from 3 to 4%. Remaining are like should be. Have you done?
Yes, sir. I'm using mobile, sir.
And for coding?
Coding laptop, sir.
Okay, no problem. Remaining, Ashwita? Ashwita,
Yes, sir. I'm also using for Zoom and laptop. I've done,
okay.
sir. I've got the.
Are you able to complete, right? All of you?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
now I am going to learn the backbone, that means loop. Okay. Suppose I created one array and the length of array is 5. So it means we can store the result of 5%. For the example, Rakesh. What I am doing here, I am going to store the result of 5%. 1, 2, 3, 4. One thing more here I'm going to show you. 5. Like Rakesh. One thing I would like to ask from all of you, is this right or wrong?
So I have entered extra one, sir.
Extra. It is if error.
I guess, sir, like you have entered the size as 5, but there you have given 6.
Maybe it will give error, sir, but it's not showing any red marks, sir.
Is not showing
Yes.
red one. There are two types of error. One is compile time error, like whenever you build this application, if you will get the error, such type of error is known as compile time error. It is not giving you any error, right? But whenever you will run this application, you will get exception, that means error. Such type of error like this. What is the error? It is showing you that index was out of bounds, right, of the array. There are two types of error. One is compile time error and the second one is runtime error. If you are getting error on the time of compilation or the time of build, such type of error is known as compile time error. Here you are not getting any error. Siva. But whenever you will run this application, you will get error. Such type of error is known as runtime error. So I have defined the size 5. It means only we can store the 5 record 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will have to remove 6 1, right? All are getting my point, compile time error and the runtime error.
Yes, sir.
If you are getting error on the time of compilation or at the time of build, it is called compile time error. If you are getting error at the time of run or when your program is run, such type of error is known as runtime error. So the next agenda is to print the record of all students. There is one approach what I can apply. Console.writeLine student name 0. What I will do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just check. Is there any problem here? If are you-
Again, one extra. It goes out of bounds.
It will not give you compile time error, right? There is no any red squiggly line. It will not give you compile time error, but whenever you will run this application, it will give you error, right? Or are getting this point?
Yes, sir.
So meanwhile, I'm going to remove this one. And if I will run this application, what I will get? The result? Shilpa, what I will get the result?
Yes, sir. You will show that Rakesh, Mahesh, Suresh, Ganesh, and Ramesh.
Or
Names
result?
will be.
Or result would be printed, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's check. So I got expected result, right? There is no any bug, no any problem. But for example, if there are 10,000 records, is it possible to write the syntax for all record? It is possible?
No, sir. We need
No,
loops, sir.
sir.
No. It will create the problem. You can do so. No one can stop you, but this approach is not right. You will have to write the many lines of code. So in order to avoid such type of problem, we use the concept of loop, right? In C#, there are two types of loop. One is for loop, another one is for each loop. Today we are going to learn for loop, and next class we will discuss for each loop, right? So
Yes, sir.
let's understand the working of for loop. I know many of you are knowing how for loop work, but I will teach you step by step. What is the syntax of for loop? First I have to write the for, then First of all,
Initialization.
variable declaration and initialization. Then again, condition. Then increment,
Increment.
Addition, increments.
right? Then again, bracket, and bracket will close. So what I did, first I created a variable and I initialized the value of 0. Second thing, condition check. Third thing, increment, right? For the example, if I will use the 5, how many times loop will be executed? Ashmita, how many times this loop will be executed if I will use I equal to 0 and I less than equal to 5? How many times loop will be executed?
5 times, sir.
No,
6 times.
6, sir. 6.
6 times. You are starting from 0 and you have given the condition I less than equal to 5. If you will use less than 5, then it will execute 5 times. But if you are using the equal to, it will execute 6 times. But how many records you have? You have only 5 records, but you are executing loop 6 times. It will give you error, index out of bound. What you have to do, either you can use the 4 here, or either you can use I less than equal to 5. Getting my point? So
Yes, sir.
what I will do, console.write line name of variable and I. Now let's understand what will happen. First, what you did, I equal to 0, right? What is the value of I? Let me do on the, what is the value of I? What is the value of I? Tell me anyone. Value of
0.
0. Here is a condition, is 0 less than 5. Condition is true.
Yes, sir. True.
After this, first it will initialize, and after condition, your control comes to here. Your control not going to here. Try to understand my point. After initialization and condition check, your control comes here, right? So what I did? I given the variable name students and index of I. What is the value of I right now? What is the value of I?
0.
0. What it will print? Rakesh?
Rakesh.
Try to give me answer. Try to make interactive session. Don't try to make robotic session. All of you have to give answer. Now, second time, control goes to here, not here. Control goes to here.
Increments, sir.
Yeah. After increment, what would be the value of I? It would be
1.
1. Then control comes to here. Is 1 less than 5? Condition is
Yes.
true.
Yes, sir.
True.
Then what is the value of I? Value of I is 1. Then controls come here and it will print the value of
Mahesh.
Mahesh. Again, controls come to increment. What would be the value? I equal to 1 plus 1. What is the
2.
current value of I? 1. Then it will
Now
add 1. 1 plus 1,
2.
2 is 2
Yes.
less than equal to 5. Condition is true.
Yes.
If condition is
Yes,
true,
sir.
it will come here and it will print. For the example, if I is value is 4, right? 4 plus 1, what will happen? 4 plus 1, 5.
5.
Is 5 less than equal to 5? Which condition is true?
False.
No.
No.
It will stop. This is the way by which for loop works. Anyone have question regarding the for loop? You can ask. This concept is very important if you want to look through record. Anyone having any question?
No, sir.
Sir, what
Not
if we don't give the brackets, sir?
Which one?
Flower brackets.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Let's see the result. What is the result? Same?
It works fine, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Why? If you are writing 2 lines of code, like you are writing 1 line more here, what I did, I added one line more, right? And I try to
Yes, sir.
compile. And I'm running this code. You are getting the same result.
Yes, sir.
So either you use the bracket or not, it will give you the same result. But condition is this. For the example, I am going to put this one here, right? And I am going to compile and run this application again. Result is same. It will consider within the bracket. Automatically compiler will consider within the bracket, but it is not the recommended way to write the code. Whenever you use like if condition, else condition, to make your code readable to all of you, you have to read the bracket. It will give you the output without bracket, as I show you. But if you will write the bracket, it means anybody can understand you wrote only this line of code for this loop. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So try to use bracket. Anyone having any question? Should we?
No, sir.
Ashwita,
No,
Shilpa,
No doubt, sir.
what?
No doubt, sir. I've understood.
So this is the way, same way you can create integer, array of integer. What you have to do? You have to create the array of integer of numbers, and you have to initialize 10 numbers and try to print all those 10 numbers on your console. Try to complete this task.
We should read it in the console, sir.
It would be better. So one example more I'm going to show you. If you want to read the 10 element from the console, how you will read?
Using looping, sir.
Yeah, right. First of all, what you have to do, you have to apply the loop. You must play with code, then you will understand how to what you will have to do. You will have to write like that and console dot read line. But try to understand one thing more. Console dot read line is returning string, but number is type of integer. You have to
Into dot
perform typecasting. The way of typecasting is that to convert from string to number into dot pass. Okay. Right. What you have to do? You have to perform your typecasting. Now, what will happen? It will loop through 10 times. Like I give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? So you can store value with the help of loop. Like if you want to print the store value, what you have to do? You will have to apply another loop. Let me copy this loop. And I will name it like J. J, right? What I will do? I will print
रेल्वे स्टेशन घरात आहे सोडवेत ना बघला त्याची
Anyone having question? Anyone having questions?
చుట్టూ
Anyone having questions?
त्याची question.
No, sir. No questions.
What I did, I looked through 10 times to get the
Continue
value from the
nasa-
console.
Sir,
After the getting
can
the
we
value,
use
what I did,
sir?
I
Can we
looked.
use same this
Yes,
the
yes,
can
you
do?
can use. Next class, I will teach you what is the scope of variable. You can use here.
मी त्या सकाळीची
No
pick
problem.
करता त्या सकाळी पावल्यारी आम्ही सकाळी ते हा
When
sorry
will be a next class? Sir?
7-8 o'clock म्हणतात पोहोचतात आम्ही तिथलं लोकेशन ते भजन करणार थोड्या कसले जाईन ना आता
Any questions? Ask me. Next class,
When
I
will
will
be a
teach
next
you
session, sir?
scope of variable, right? Anyone having any questions?
No, sir. No questions. Understood.
No, sir. No doubt, sir.
शटर स्पीड मॅच जायचं बरं
Anyone having questions? So far, whatever I delivered, do you have any questions regarding that?
No, sir.
Let me ask one by one. Shruvi, do you have any questions so far, whatever I have discussed?
No, sir.
Shilpa,
No, sir. No doubt, sir.
Ashwita,
No, sir.
Anand,
No doubt, sir.
basically, I am telling you very frankly, no one can give you complete knowledge. Only I can deliver you concept. You will have to play with code. You will have to explore by yourself. If you face any problem, feel free to ask me. I will help you. If the concept would be new, I will learn over the internet, then I will deliver you. I can help you, but you will have to play with code. On the group, there are more than, I think, 48 students, but I was knowing that no, only 3 to 4 students are interested, they will go up to end. Last day, there were around 22 students, and at the end, there were around 11 students. Today is 7 students. I know quantity would be decreased by day, but I know whoever will be with me, I will try to give you complete knowledge. I will try to give you whatever I am knowing you. I will complete .NET, Git, and basic understanding of Azure. I am Azure certified as well. So it's your choice. It's your choice of friend. What you want to select. My main purpose is to deliver my knowledge with all my freshers. So if you face any problem, feel free to leave message on WhatsApp. Definitely I will reply. Any questions regarding topic, job oriented, anything? If you have any questions
No, sir.
regarding topic, job oriented, career oriented, any questions related to education only. No questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So I think I'm going to mark the end of the class. Next day or next Saturday, we will learn something new, and no need to add more students over the group. Try to add only genuine and authentic person, those who are really interested to learn, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am requesting to all of you, please send me feedback on my WhatsApp so that I can improve the way of teaching and anything, right? I am requesting to all of you, please send me a message on my WhatsApp.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Good night.
Sir.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.